Sweet. All right. It's Sunday, and it is time for the NASCAR report. I am Wrycape. I'll be your host today. Dan is living it up in Las Vegas, so we'll give him the break. After a long break, we have Joey Tron back. How you doing, Joey?
Good. Excited to be back. Had a couple people visiting me the last couple of weeks, so it's definitely good to be back and get on the show.
Wonderful. And then we got a special guest. He's been on the show many a times. Rory Picks. How you doing, man?
Oh man, I'm doing awesome. I appreciate you having me on again this week for the playoffs. I always enjoy coming on here, putting out a few plays and hearing what all y'all are on.
Sweet. I'm not on much, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
kind of one of those. It's hard to get a feel for races. It's like you got to trust who your gut either is saying, don't fool with it, or whatever. And in my opinion, I got what I got early, and that's probably where we're going from here on out. So
Yeah, the books didn't offer much this week either. It was,
nah.
bland options, but that's all right. We found some winners. All right, so
Hell yeah.
I guess we'll start off as we always do. Well, I'm not going to recap because I sucked last week. Last week was fucking horrible for me. So forget about last week. We'll move on to this week, and we will start out with the track facts. And we are at the Hollywood Casino 400. This is race number 28 of 36. This is the second race of the playoffs. We are at Kansas Speedway in Kansas City, Kansas. We're going to be doing 400 miles, which is 267 laps. This is a 1.5 mile oval with 15 degrees of banking. We're going to have low to medium tire wear. Toyota has dominated at Kansas recently, winning the last 3 races and the 6 of the last 8. The second time the Cup Series has visited Kansas this year. Denny Hamlin won the first race in May. I know Rory loves that one. Kyle Larson.
I actually like that play. Well, I seen where Rivers had him. Is that where you played him at 800?
I didn't play him.
Oh, you didn't play
Didn't get that
Hamlin?
far. I'm talking about last Kansas.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
over
yeah.
here kind of. I'm having a late morning bolt, like scroll of the board because I've been doing shit. So, and for some reason at my house, something is. I don't know what the hell's going on. So I had to wait till I got away from there, and then my internet starts working.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So last time we were at Kansas, Kyle Larson led the most laps at 85, followed by Martin Truex at 79. Clean air is going to be key here. This is a restart track position track. Since 2011, every Kansas winner has won a series championship with the exception of Hamlin and Bubba Wallace. Each of the last 7 Kansas winners has started in the top 10. There's been no overtime finishes in each of the last 7 races and 13 of the last 15 in general. And Toyota is undefeated at Kansas Speedway in the next gen car with 3 different drivers bringing the manufacturer to victory lane. So I'm looking for guys who are in the playoffs, guys who are doing well here, whatnot. You got some you got some trends for us, Joey?
I do. I got a couple for you. Among active drivers, Denny Hamlin has the most wins here with 4. Kevin Harvick has the most pole wins with 6, but today he's starting 20th, and Christopher Bell on the pole. Chevy has the most wins here all time with 13, and then Toyota with 11. Toyota has won 4 of the last 5 races here, including 3 in a row. It's important to note, though, like I said, Toyota has 11 wins here. Almost half of those have come within the last 10 years. So Toyotas are definitely hot right now. And lastly, the winner of this race has started at 10 or lower in the last 7 races, and then 8 out of the last 9. So if you're picking anyone outside of the top 10, chances are you're not winning today.
Correct. And I don't think I am. No, I'm not. All right. So let's get these picks started. You want to go first, Rory? Who's your favorite here?
Oh me, I really honestly, I'm gonna live bet it for sure. I mean, it's just one of those tracks that never fails. Somebody will have some problems, get shuffled back. Now you're staring at a 16 to 20, 20 to 1 on a fast race car. And that's probably where I'm going. I mean, you think about it, look at who's up front. And I mean, that's a hard group to really choose from until you actually see it out there on the track, pick up who's got the longest run car, things of that nature. If we can see green flags, that's what made Xfinity so difficult yesterday, which nobody had anything for John Hunter. But I mean, the race never just would stay green so you could figure out, all right, this car definitely is the best. It just kept getting broken up until the third stage. And a lot of times you miss those good numbers, throughout a race. If you have to wait until the stage 3, you're probably missing out on something, but you also want to be confident in what you're taking as well. So, I mean, I love my Larson top 5 coming in, ended up grabbing that at even on Bet Rivers. You're not going to get that now. I mean, I think I might have seen a minus 130s or something out there, maybe available now. I got a little Hamlin top 3 that I could have waited on and gotten a little bit later. Now my Elliott top 10, I like that. I like Austin Dillon top 10 that I jumped on early. I still wouldn't be too afraid to play some Dillon top 10 at +3. He's +3 something at places still. Starting 8th, I mean, that tells me right there he's going to be strong. And I think Gibbs and KFB are going to put us on a show coming from the rear, getting on up through the field. So those are 2 guys you definitely want to keep an eye on their lap times, different things of that nature. I mean, I'm on Gibbs top 10 coming in. I think you can get him at +200 now at 365, but he still wasn't too awful high at some other places. So I feel like even though he's starting in the back, he's got a fast race car. This could be the place where he pulls off that first win. I mean, I know it's going outside the trends of starting outside the top 10, but I think he does have a damn good race car. So Wallace, I got on Wallace over Busher, and that is no longer available at anywhere. They put that out at -114. That was my favorite play coming in. Sorry, it's not available now. They didn't put it back up. They relist. I don't even see any matchups with Bubba on Bet Rivers anymore, but they re-put Busher, I think, with maybe Harvick or somebody when I was scrolling through earlier. I was just curious what the line might be now because I knew it wasn't going to be -114.
Yeah.
I mean, other than that, I just think it's a live bet day. I mean, I know Reddick's got a strong car. I guarantee you Hamlin and Wallace will be up in the top 5 for the end of the day's over. Outside of Byron and Larson, I have no confidence in any other than Toyotas coming into this race.
Well, there's going to be no live betting for me because I'm going to have my mind on two places, if you know what I'm saying.
I'll make sure I text you. If I see something good, I'm sure I'll be talking with you throughout the football game anyway, because you know how us Cowboys fans are. We're going to be swooping in if y'all getting beat.
We're not getting beat. We'll be all right. Go ahead, Joe. You trying? What do you got?
All right. I don't usually like to bet the pole winner, but looking into this more, I really like Christopher Bell today. He won qualifying. He looked great. He had a time of 29.95. He was the only car that finished qualifying the 29-second mark. He beat out Kyle Larson, Martin Truex, and Chase Elliott in that exact order. Bell's on the cusp of being eliminated. He doesn't do good this week. Next week's do or die for him. And I kind of like him to win this week and put all that worry aside and move on into the next round. I got him at +750 on DraftKings. And then to cover that, I took him at top 3 as well at +200.
Yeah, I don't know about Bill. I don't like betting.
They did.
I like betting the pole in the first place.
It's so hard taking him at that number, just knowing like you have no confidence. It's like, is this going to be the week that they don't mess up in the pits? I mean, hell, that
was a fear I had. Is this the week they don't mess up and they get to the finish line? But I think it's going to be a Toyota, and I wasn't playing Toyota at -110. There was no value with that, so I said +750, looked good. Let's rock and roll.
I mean, I know he's going to be fast. You're going to have fun with it. That's for sure.
All right, well, I'm on a Toyota guy, too. I like Martin Truex this week. And 30 Cup Series starts at Kansas. Truex has 2 wins, 10 top 5s, 17 top 10s, and 901 laps led. Since 2017, he's had a top 10 finish in all but one Kansas start. He swept at both races in 2017. He finished 6th and 5th last year, 8th this past spring, 7th this past March in Vegas. He's had a top 8 finish in 4 of 6 intermediate races this season. Usually don't see Truex with a bad setup twice in a row. He was non-existent last week, so I think he gets it done this week. Top performers over the last 2 seasons at Cookie Cutters. We have Martin Truex is number 3 with the average finish of 6.7. 7 races, he has 7 top 10 finishes. Best career performers at Kansas. He is number 4 with the average finish of 12.1. And he has 2 wins, 17 top 10 finishes. Hot drivers over the last 10 races. He is number 4 with an average finish of 12.9. So in 10 races, he has 1 win and 6 top 10 finishes. So I have my eye on Martin Truex this week. I think he's going to be decent. He looked good in practice. He looked good in qualifying. I expect him to get a win in the first round of the playoffs, and this is going to be the one. So I guess we'll go to lowrider. What do you got, Tron?
I don't have a lowrider, but I have a prop bet. If you want to hear that now,
I'll go with my lowrider first then.
Works.
So my lowrider is going to be Chris Buescher. Buescher has won 3 of the last 6 races. He's hot. His best finish at Kansas was 6th place in 2017. He was 17th in May, but he has found speed since then. He's a different car, different driver than he was in May. In the last 4 oval races, all different ovals, Buescher has scored a podium finish with 3 wins. As I said, his Kansas numbers aren't great, but he's a much different driver. I like the price. Hot drivers over the last 10 races. Buescher is number 1 with the average finish of 8.2. Which, as I said, he has 3 wins, 6 top 10 finishes. And then if we look at his last 3 races, Chris Buescher is number 1 with 3.7 average. And he has 1 win and 3 top 10 finishes. I found his top 10. The best price was at Caesar for plus 130. So I'm just riding with his momentum here. All he needs to do is put us in the top 10. I actually think both RFK guys are going to be pretty good this week. Maybe not win, but they'll be in the top at the end. You like any long shots, Rory? You like going?
Yeah,
I like going.
Tyrone Giblets, 4,000. I think it's worth a shot. I like a little 40-1 action on a really fast race car.
You take him outright?
Yeah. I already got him top 10. So, if you want to go top 10, go top 10. I think it's available plus 200. Best I've seen on 365. I got it at plus 160 earlier in the week. So, probably not going to get back on that again. I missed a few numbers expecting guys to qualify better than they did. So just one of those typical weeks, but I still love my card.
You can get him plus 140 on DraftKings top 10 for Ty Gibbs.
Yeah, so I think 40-1 on a fast race car. Just be keeping an eye on him. You know, if you don't want to get on him early, you want to see what happens. Maybe it'll creep up a little more if one of those guys gets out front and really starts dominating. We may see a little better number, but I got to put something out, so that would be my low rider right there.
All right. That works for me. All right. So, yeah, I have no prop bets this week. I kept it pretty light. Go ahead, Joey. What do you got?
Yeah, I'm on a guy that Rory mentioned earlier, Kyle Busch. I like Kyle Busch to beat Ross Chastain today. I was looking at the numbers, and both of them to finish in the top 10 on DraftKings was 150. However, head-to-head, Ross Chastain had the juice at minus 145. And honestly, I don't think that's right. The values of Busch at plus 110. At intermediate tracks since 2020, Busch has 14 top 5s and 2 wins in 39 races. I think the value is with Kyle Busch in this matchup.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people are fading Chastain this week. So I guess that's good. I'm not as high on Kyle Busch as you two are, but I don't hate it.
I think either one of them can be hit or miss, but Kyle showed a lot of speed here in the spring once they got the car going in the right direction and then spun it. So that gives me a little bit of confidence. I think they'll figure it out. They'll get through the field today. And Chastain just, gosh, it's just not looked good lately at all. Even though he pulls out a top 5 pick, finished last week. How I haven't went back and rewatched that race, so I have no clue if he had new tires at the end versus everybody's olds or what. But something, I don't know how the hell he finished in the top 5 because he ran like 15th or worse all race. I mean, It was awful. So I agree with I like KFB over him. KFB's been good here in the past.
Yeah, it's a good track for him. So you got anything else, Rory?
No, I think that's about it. I seen somebody put something out earlier, and I haven't figured out where this matchup was, but it was like Byron as an underdog to who was it? It was somebody. But I would definitely look through the books and try to figure out where the hell that is. If I can get Byron at plus money, I think he's got a really good long run car today. If I can get him at plus money in a matchup, I'm probably going to sprinkle a little bit on that because if this race comes green, white, checkered, or any kind of caution fest near the end, he's got the best pit crew. He gets on and off pit road and gains position. So, and he's awesome short run speed a lot of times. And that's one of the things it looks like in practice. He has good long run speed for today. So that's somebody I'm, willing to get on in a matchup as underdog. I'm already on him top 5 plus 125. So I like some Willie B today.
Yeah, I think this is going to be another Hendrick Toyota race. They're going to be dominating this, I would expect. So I guess we'll let people know who we are. We'll recap our bets, and we'll get out of here. Go ahead, Rory. Tell people where they can find you.
Everyone can find me on Twitter at Rory Picks. In the No Loop Data Discord. Link is in my bio. Just click on it. Free to join. Get anybody's information in there. I mean, we got a lot of good cappers that are, in there, not just us that put plays out and ask really good questions. Or if you got a question out of all of us, I would expect somebody can answer it in there, things of that nature. And you can find me over at TikTok at Rory Picks 69 over there. Been putting some videos out, having a little fun with that, and listening to Laying Coin. Usually comes out every Wednesday night, Thursday morning. So check us out. And we have round every once in a while. We need to get round for a playoff race here coming up shortly. Sure, that'll be a fun night. We gotta get Zach back in good health. I think he's doing good earlier today, he said. So he's up bicycling and everything. So hopefully the pneumonia's got its ass out of him.
Yeah, we wish him the best. We need him healthy. Sweet. All right, Tron, tell them who you are, where to find you, and hold on, you want to recap your bets, Rory?
Mm-hmm. We're gonna roll with a little Hamlin top 3, Larson top 5, Byron top 5, Elliott top 10, Gibbs top 10, and Austin Dillon top 10, and then we also have some Bubba Wallace over Chris Buescher that's no longer out there, but I love that play. I think that's going to be a winner, even though, you make a lot of sense with talking he's hot lately, but I think eventually the hotness is going to fall off. I don't expect for him to just keep getting it. So I think this isn't as good of a track for Ford as it is for Toyota.
I agree. And I think Bubba Wallace needs it a little more than Buescher does. He's close to that cut line, or he might be under the cut line. All right, go ahead, Joey.
But I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, absolutely.
So today I am on Kyle Busch to beat Ross Chastain plus 110 on DraftKings. Christopher Bell to win plus 750 DraftKings. Christopher Bell top 3 plus 200 DraftKings. And you can find me at pickadvisor.com, Joey Tron. I got 3 plays up today, one of them being my NFC East game of the month. It's on the Sunday Night Football game tonight. Go check it out. And you can find me on Twitter at Betting Underdog and in the Insiders Room Discord, Joey Tron.
Sweet. All right. And I am Wrycape. You can find me at Wrycape on all social media. My plays for today are Martin Truex to win at plus 525 on MGM. Martin Truex top 3 at plus 150 on Unibet. And Chris Boucher top 10 plus 130 on Caesar. You could also find these plays up on pickadvisor.com. I have a whole bunch of player props up there too, which are free. So if you want to check that out as well, you could also find me on Winners and Winers, home of the guaranteed picks. And also check me out on the new Insiders Room website. I'm up there as Tom Macrina, but as in all my write-ups, I put my name Wrycape, so you know who I am. Joey Tron's over there too.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
up there as well,
man.
Joey Tron. So thank you for that. I forgot.
Yeah, so make sure you check that out. Make sure you check out Laying Coin. Check out Rory's picks on the new X, TikTok, and whatnot. And I guess we'll just throw it away with Fly Eagles Fly. Happy race day. Let's cash some tickets.